I started my TikTok account in about 2021, and this was when BookTok was at its peak. And so it was cool because I really got to watch how the publishing industry and these trends changed. And basically, I think with TikTok is that TikTok made reading, I feel like TikTok made reading cool in a sense.
Okay.
Like it turned reading into something that's not just quote unquote like sophisticated or like for nerds. I mean, I am a nerd, but it kind of turned it into something that can be enjoyed by everyone and it's accessible. And it really shared the like importance of genre and the importance of like, the niches within reading. So I think that TikTok is great, especially if you want to connect with young readers. Because Book Talk was obviously predominantly Gen Z readers who really, just found their niche.
Hmm.
So if you're a young adult author, it's essential because obviously the majority of young people are on TikTok. So it's this
Mm.
direct way to connect with your readers and like, respond to their comments and just reach them. And at the same time too, even if you're writing for older, just adults as well, there are plenty of adults on TikTok. And I just think the video format is so much more just like, reachable and like, engaging than Instagram. And I mean, obviously now Instagram has reels and stuff, so it's very similar. But it's just a good way to just connect and to make almost, and in some ways it like humanizes you too if you're on TikTok.
Yeah.
And it really makes you this reachable voice that then people will be interested in reading.
So, for example, when you were ready to launch Helipads into Heaven, how did you use TikTok, for example? Was it like just you talking about the book? How did you use TikTok?
Yeah, so I made a variety of different videos in different formats, but for the most part, a lot of it was talking about what the book meant to me,
Okay.
rather than, oh, you should read this book because it's gonna, it's cool and it has this in it, but it's more first off, I started with what this book means to me, and then I've
Mm.
figured out what will this book offer the reader? What does this book mean to this person?
Hmm.
And kind of establishing that connection while also humanizing myself at the same time, I think was really
Hmm.
how I was able to connect and reach with readers. Some of who ended up being my ARC readers for the book and left early reviews. Because the majority of my like advanced readers actually just come from TikTok and Instagram.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, I kind of found that, especially with helipads, I reached a lot of people with helipads, and I just did it by humanizing myself. Because
Yeah.
I'm also aware that I think if people are scrolling on their For You page and they see oh, I'm a 17-year-old author, I published 20 books, it can be really hard to kind of almost like, humanize with
Yeah.
me. So
Yeah.
I kind of try to make an effort to be like, hey, so I wrote this book, but I wrote it because it's important to me and it helped me.
Yeah.
And then from there, I'm like, hey, it might help you. And also, I just made fun videos. I do a lot of like, aesthetic videos that are like show different images that could represent the book. Music was really important in the book, but also in my marketing of it and using music that people might really resonate with. Because it's if I like a book and I see a book advertised with a song, I'm really gonna want to read that book.